Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and thought I'd go ahead and do a video today. We've now got the dash panel that we're going to work on, and we're going to do a bunch of modifications on it. And anyway, we'll get showing you what's going on here. This is where you got the switch. Make sure that's in focus. Yeah, we have the switch here for ignition where it's supposed to be. This is no longer useful. That's not even, we're not using that. Alright, this is where the steering column comes up through, and your amp meter and your fast idle or throttle. So we're going to change this up a bit, and what I did, I went and ordered a control panel for it. That's the way it's supposed to look, but that's not the way it's going to look. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the USB plug. It's got USB 5 volt 1 amp, 5 volt 2.1 amp. So that's so I can charge a phone or a camera or something like that if I ever calls for it, which I don't know if I'll ever be filming on the tractor, but who knows, might even put a camera on the damn thing. Anyway, the switch I don't really need because I'm going to have all this other stuff wired directly to this switch so that it's got power when this is on. So this is going to be eliminated, so I decided to just take and put the lighter and the USB here, if they'll fit. I can put the USB there and the lighter here, and then I can take the voltmeter, which this is volts not amps, and I'll make a plate to put here somehow, fancy, maybe tread aluminum or something like that, and put this here. And it's lighted digital. I thought that'd be pretty cool to put on here, so that's what we're going to do. So right now all I'm doing is cleaning it up and getting ready to paint it, but while I'm cleaning it up I got to do some cutting and modifying, like drilling the hole here wherever I'm going to put these. That would probably be a pain in the butt trying to cut them holes, because I ain't got no real good hole saws. In fact, I don't even have one that size or even a complete set. So we're just trying to clean it up and get all the dirt out of it. So we get doing that. Enjoy the music. So now that we've got it cleaned up, we need to do a little sanding on it. But first, we'll do a little sanding. When you do this, you just sand right over the edge of it, man. You want to chamfer that edge anyway, so you don't get cut on it. It's not so sharp. So it's always a good idea to just round off the edges too. Now normally I would take this clear apart, all the pieces, but I have a lot of problems that when I do that, it will, when I clean my bolts up and make them all nice and shiny again, you put them on there after you've painted all the other pieces, then these start rusting quick. So, I just soon go ahead and put a coat on it so that the paint will actually flow down in the corners around that washer and keep it all nice and airtight. And that's just the way I do it. So anyway, we're just lightly sanding it. Now I got to mask that off. Now we've got a problem here, hopefully not a bad one. And what we've got here is this bubbled rust right here. We don't want to disturb this sticker because we'd like to keep that sticker. It's a little scratched, but it's better than not having nothing at all. So I'm just going to take my knife and hope to God this thing doesn't go over into the sticker. And then we're going to knock all that off right there. Alright, so now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and mask that off because it's in such bad shape that we don't want to make it worse. One little nick on it with sandpaper, it'd really put a scratch in it because it's that thin. Now if you notice, when I go to wipe my stuff off, you're supposed to use a tack cloth, but this is no different than a tack cloth. The inside of your palms are sweaty anyway, so it's kind of like just washing it. You just buff it a little bit with the palm of your hand. That's all you need. It has been tack cloth. And I'm just putting it to where the top of the tape lines up with the top of the sticker. Leave enough hang off on the ends. Now you can see where this transition takes place, so you can take your fingernail and just kind of follow that to give it a little groove, because you're going to have to put a second piece over top of that, and you don't want to hide it so much you can't tell where it's at. So you want to find it now and kind of mark it a little bit with just a little imprint of your finger, but make sure you stay on the line. I didn't do that on the last one, and I only did it on this one because I realized that that would have been a better way of doing it. So now we got to figure out how to do this without my shadow throwing me off. Alright, so see, you can see where it was, so now you can follow that down with this one. And that's where you're going to put your ruler, or straight edge. Alright. Now if I can find my razor blade, would have done it with it. There it is. Now when you go in with the razor blade, you want to make sure that you don't go past that, because then you're going to have a scratch right there you can't paint over. Of course with black hammer you'd never notice it. But if you was doing a glossy shine or something like that. Now we're just taking sand out where we took that knife and went across it. And now it's as smooth as the rest of it. Oh man. Damn it. Deformed my tape. Oh well. I'll have to do that one again. Now I don't need a whole lot of sanding on here because this thing's still smooth, really smooth. Just a couple little spots. This is not really in that bad a shape. In a pinch I wouldn't have worried about it. I'd have just took some armor all over it or something and conditioned it, and I'd have been done with it. But I want to make a statement with this tractor, so I'm going to do making statements that work. Alright, so now we've got it sanded and we're cleaning it up. Now we can't paint it until we get all our holes cut and how we're going to do the dash panel. So I'm just going to clean all this off. Just get all the dust off of it. Alright, so I'm going to think about this for a bit and see how we're going to go. But we'll call this number one. We can't paint it until we're done with it. We got to cut some holes for the lighter USB, which that one should be almost ready. All I have to do is just cut that circle a little bit further into it and then make a plate to go around here, maybe out of tread aluminum all the way down and around. I think that'd look pretty cool. And then do the same thing over here on each side of the steering column. And then we'll use all these parts and put in it. And then I got a plate if I ever need to use it for something else. So I'm going to take you and show you what we've got going on in the shop. There is the frame for the tractor. All that is the frame. And this is the front frame of the trailer, front section. Black hammered, looks really good. There's the bottom. The only place I've painted black hammered is right here in this area. The rest of this is just gloss black. Then we got the brackets for the rear end when it mounts in for the tractor. The brackets for the rear end on the trailer. The brake lever for the tractor. The front end, front axle. The core support that bolts up the rear end up into the tractor. This is the back part of the tractor where the hitch is. These two are the side pieces. It mounts to the side of each, these two and that piece. So then we've got the motor right here for the mowing deck. And it's a 12.5 horsepower tractor or motor. And it cleaned up pretty good. I still want to come over here on this side and down here and kind of polish that up like I did here a little bit more. I want to work on that a little more. That looks terrible. And it's going to be up there where people can see it all the time, and I want it to look really good. It looks like somebody put clear coat on it or something. And over the years it just got black or brown or golden. So that's why you don't paint aluminum. Anyway, the battery's getting ready to die on me. So I guess we'll make this short and sweet. They did they fused two discs in my back, and they went through the front here, as you can see. Scar there somewhere, right there. They went in through there, and I still ain't feeling too good. I'm feeling a little better than I was, but I think it's starting on the downhill side now. So every now and then it all tingles. it actually still is a little numbness. So I guess I'll just have to wait and see if the swellings go down, if it gets any better or what. But that's where we're at as far as the surgery goes. And I had a few people comment, "Are you okay?" and sending me messages. And yes, I'm fine, guys. I thank you all for thinking about me. That means a whole lot to me. So we're going to try to get back into full force. Remember, I was trying to do Tuesdays and Fridays to do videos, and I'm still working on that. I'm going to probably fail that mission simply because I'll see something that I want to record and get up on YouTube as fast as possible. And we got the deck yet to start cleaning up. That'll probably be the last thing. I'm going to concentrate on the tractor and the trailer. I'm going to put the trailer together first, just to where it's on its back wheels, and then I'm going to roll it out of the way and cover it, and then it's going to be done until I'm ready to do that. Then I'll go to the tractor and start putting it together, and hope I remember how to put it back together. I've changed some stuff in it, so it's going to be a little different now. The linkages and everything up front is the part that I hate taking apart. It's got the belt in a certain way. I know it's correct. I'm going to have to rely on pictures for that. And I did get some detailed pictures of the bottom end before I took it apart. Even if I thought that the angle wasn't going to be a good one, I took it anyway. So anyway, my battery's getting ready to die if it ain't already. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Got a new redneck in town. Go check him out. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.